Research on traditional Mediterranean eating patterns has repeatedly shown something fascinating. People who regularly include extra virgin olive oil in their diets tend to carry less harmful abdominal fat, enjoy better heart health, and often live longer lives. But there's an important distinction here. I'm specifically referring to extra virgin olive oil, not refined olive oil, not light olive oil, and certainly not highly processed vegetable oils. Extra virgin olive oil is produced through mechanical extraction without excessive heat or chemical processing. This method preserves the valuable polyphenols and natural compounds responsible for many of its health benefits. There are plenty of easy ways to include it in your morning routine. Use it when preparing eggs. Add a small drizzle to savory oatmeal. You can even blend a teaspoon into a smoothie. Most people won't notice the flavor, but your body will certainly appreciate the nutritional boost. The third breakfast option is ideal for anyone who wants something quick, convenient, and completely stove-free. Prepare a chia pudding the evening before and let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. When morning arrives, add a serving of plain Greek yogurt, a handful of fresh mixed berries, and some chopped walnuts. Pair it with a cup of matcha, and you've got a nutrient-packed breakfast ready in minutes. The best part? It takes almost no effort. In less than 2 minutes, you can put together a meal that supports several of your body's natural defense systems all at once. What makes these breakfast ideas so effective is their flexibility. You don't have to follow them perfectly or stick to one exact formula. Mix and match based on your preferences and whatever ingredients you have available. What matters most is consistency. The goal is to begin each day by choosing foods that support your health rather than work against it. Before we finish, I want to discuss a few common breakfast habits that often hold people back, especially after age 60. The first mistake is skipping breakfast altogether. I know intermittent fasting has gained a lot of attention in recent years, and for some individuals it may be beneficial. However, many older adults are already coming out of an overnight fast in a state where the body is breaking down tissue for energy. When breakfast is skipped, you miss an important opportunity to provide protein and other nutrients that help support muscle maintenance. In a sense, you're allowing your body to continue sacrificing muscle while stubborn body fat remains. That's not the outcome we're looking for. The second mistake is building a breakfast around refined carbohydrates. Foods like white toast, sweetened cereals, pastries, or a plain bagel with cream cheese may seem harmless, but they often cause blood sugar to rise quickly and then fall just as fast. That roller coaster triggers insulin release, and insulin encourages the body to store energy as fat. Unfortunately, one of the places that fat tends to accumulate is around the midsection. If your goal is reducing belly fat, these kinds of breakfasts can make the process much harder. The third mistake is avoiding healthy fats. For years, people were told that all fats were bad and should be eliminated whenever possible. Because of that advice, many still discard egg yolks, avoid olive oil, and limit nuts. But modern research paints a very different picture. Healthy fats found in foods such as eggs, extra virgin olive oil, and walnuts help support metabolism, reduce inflammation, and improve overall health. Rather than fearing these foods, it's time to recognize them as valuable tools. The fourth mistake is failing to eat enough protein in the morning. Many adults over 60 start their day with less than 10 grams of protein. That's far below the amount experts generally recommend for maintaining muscle mass and strength. Without adequate protein, the body gradually loses muscle tissue over time. And muscle is incredibly important. It helps maintain mobility, supports metabolism, improves balance, and reduces the risk of frailty as we age. Protecting muscle should be a major priority. As we wrap up, here's the message I want you to remember. You don't have to completely transform your diet overnight. You don't need expensive supplements, restrictive programs, or complicated nutrition plans. What you need is a simple commitment to start including more foods that work in harmony with your body's natural systems. Begin with 2 or 3 of the foods we've discussed today. Maybe it's eggs and berries. Maybe it's oatmeal with walnuts and chia seeds. Perhaps it's Greek yogurt paired with berries and green tea. There isn't one perfect combination. The important thing is taking that first step and making these foods part of your regular routine. Eggs, berries, oats, Greek yogurt, chia seeds, extra virgin olive oil, green tea, and walnuts all provide powerful nutritional benefits that can help move your health in the right direction. One of the principles I believe in most strongly is this: focus on adding healthy foods rather than obsessing over removing unhealthy ones. When you consistently fill your plate with nutrient-rich choices, there's naturally less room for the foods that don't serve your health. That's not about restriction, it's about giving yourself better options. It's about creating positive change through addition instead of deprivation. If you found this information helpful, make sure to support the Weird Lab by liking this video and subscribing for more science-based insights designed to help you stay strong, healthy, and active as you get older. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me which of these 8 foods you're most excited to add to your breakfast routine. I always enjoy reading your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, continue making choices that support your health, stay active, stay strong, and remember that it's never too late to improve your well-being and create a healthier future for yourself. If you're looking for one healthy fat to build your breakfast around, extra virgin olive oil is an excellent choice. Now let's move on to food number 7, which technically isn't a food at all. It's a drink, but its potential impact on abdominal fat is so impressive that it deserves a place on this list. I'm talking about green tea, especially matcha. Green tea contains a powerful plant compound known as EGCG, short for epigallocatechin gallate. Throughout years of research, EGCG has consistently stood out as one of the most powerful natural compounds for supporting healthy angiogenesis. In simple terms, it may help limit the blood supply that unwanted tissues, including excess fat cells and tumors, need in order to grow and survive. If you're over 60 and find coffee leaves you feeling jittery or overstimulated, green tea can be a wonderful alternative. It delivers a gentler source of energy, helping you stay alert and focused without the dramatic spikes and crashes many people experience with stronger caffeinated beverages. Green tea also supports several of the body's protective systems, including those involved in DNA maintenance and immune health. Matcha takes things a step further. Unlike traditional green tea where the leaves are steeped and discarded, matcha is made from finely ground tea leaves. That means you're consuming the entire leaf, giving you a much more concentrated source of EGCG and other beneficial polyphenols. There's one small tip that can make a difference. Try not to add milk to your green tea. Some studies suggest that proteins found in milk may bind to certain polyphenols, reducing how much of those beneficial compounds your body can absorb. Instead, consider adding a squeeze of fresh lemon. The vitamin C can actually help improve absorption and make those compounds more available to your body. My recommendation is simple. Start your day with 1 or 2 cups of quality green tea or a serving of matcha, either before breakfast or alongside it. It's one of the easiest habits you can adopt to support your body's natural defense systems from the moment your day begins. Now let's look at the 8th and final item on today's list. Walnuts. It's interesting that a walnut resembles a miniature brain because it turns out this nut offers impressive support for brain health. Walnuts are packed with plant-based omega-3 fats, vitamin E, antioxidants, and a variety of bioactive compounds that have been linked to better cognitive function and a lower risk of age-related decline. As we get older, protecting brain health becomes increasingly important, and walnuts provide a simple way to help support that goal. But their benefits don't stop there. Research has shown that walnuts may help reduce LDL cholesterol levels, support healthier blood vessels, and improve the way the body processes fats. They're also a valuable source of prebiotic fiber, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria and contributes to a healthier microbiome. There is one thing worth remembering, however. Walnuts are nutrient dense, but they're also calorie dense. A serving of about 1 ounce, which is roughly a small handful or around 14 walnut halves, is generally enough to capture the benefits without consuming excessive calories. Because they're so easy to snack on, portions can quickly add up if you're eating directly from the package. That's why I recommend measuring out a serving rather than guessing. One of the simplest ways to enjoy walnuts is by sprinkling them over oatmeal, Greek yogurt, or chia pudding. In one easy addition, you're getting healthy fats, fiber, protein, and nutrients that support both brain and metabolic health. I realize we've covered a lot so far, so let's simplify everything into practical breakfast combinations that you can use immediately. These meals are designed to provide at least 25 grams of protein while activating multiple defense systems throughout the body. The first option is what I like to call the savory breakfast plate. Prepare 2 or 3 eggs using extra virgin olive oil and pair them with leafy greens such as spinach or arugula. Add a few slices of fresh tomato on the side and enjoy a cup of green tea. With this one meal, you're supporting your angiogenesis, microbiome, immune, and DNA protection systems before most people have even started their morning. The second option is the hearty breakfast bowl. Begin with a serving of steel-cut oats. Top it with blueberries, raspberries, a spoonful of chia seeds, and a handful of chopped walnuts. If you prefer a touch of sweetness, add a light drizzle of honey. This combination delivers an impressive amount of fiber, antioxidants, and polyphenols while helping support healthy blood sugar levels, digestive health, and long-lasting satiety throughout the morning. What if I told you that the extra weight around your waist could be doing more than affecting how your clothes fit? A study presented at a major radiology conference in late 2025 revealed something remarkable. Researchers found that individuals carrying higher amounts of hidden abdominal fat compared to their muscle mass showed signs of accelerated brain aging. In other words, their brains appeared older than their actual age. Think about that for a moment. The fat sitting deep inside your abdomen may be influencing your brain health right now. If you're over 60, you've probably noticed that losing belly fat seems much harder than it used to be, while gaining it happens almost effortlessly. You're not imagining things. That's a natural consequence of how the body changes with age. But here's the encouraging news. One of the most effective opportunities you have to push back against this process happens every single morning. The first meal of the day can play a major role in helping your body reduce harmful belly fat and support healthy aging. I'm Dr. William Lee, physician, researcher, and author of Eat to Beat Disease. Today, I'll walk you through 8 breakfast foods backed by science that can help target stubborn abdominal fat by activating the body's own natural defense mechanisms. These aren't trendy products or miracle solutions. They're everyday foods available in virtually any grocery store. Stay with me through the end because you'll leave with a practical breakfast strategy you can begin using tomorrow morning. Before we dive into the foods themselves, it's important to understand why belly fat after age 60 is very different from the belly fat many people carried in their 30s or 40s. Once you understand what's happening inside your body, the solutions become much more meaningful. As we get older, several biological changes occur simultaneously. One of the biggest is the gradual loss of muscle tissue. Studies show adults can lose between 3 and 8% of their muscle mass per decade beginning around age 30, and that decline tends to accelerate after age 60. At the same time, metabolism naturally slows. But perhaps the most important shift is where your body chooses to store fat. Instead of accumulating primarily under the skin, your body begins storing more visceral fat. This is the deep fat hidden around vital organs such as the liver, intestines, and kidneys. Why is that concerning? Because visceral fat isn't inactive. It's biologically active tissue that continuously releases inflammatory compounds known as cytokines into the bloodstream. These inflammatory signals contribute to insulin resistance, making it easier for the body to store additional fat, especially around the midsection. The result is a self-perpetuating cycle that becomes increasingly difficult to break. Research has consistently shown that visceral fat is more strongly associated with heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and several forms of cancer than the fat you can see or pinch beneath the skin. Fortunately, the body comes equipped with powerful internal defense systems designed to combat these problems. I often describe them as 5 key defense networks: your angiogenesis system, microbiome, stem cells, DNA protection system, and immune system. The foods you eat can help activate and strengthen each of these defenses. And because breakfast is the first nutritional signal your body receives every day, it has a unique opportunity to influence how your body functions for the next several hours. The goal isn't simply eating less food. The goal is choosing foods that encourage fat loss while helping preserve valuable muscle tissue. For adults over 60, protecting muscle is just as important as reducing fat. Losing muscle during weight loss can increase weakness, reduce mobility, raise the risk of falls, and threaten long-term independence. We want to reduce harmful fat while maintaining strength. That's exactly why these breakfast foods are so valuable. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked nutritional powerhouses available: eggs. Each egg contains roughly 6 grams of complete high-quality protein. For older adults, protein at breakfast isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Research suggests that adults over 60 benefit from consuming approximately 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, especially from leucine-rich sources that support muscle maintenance and growth. Eggs are among the best options available, and despite outdated advice you've probably heard in the past, don't throw away the yolk. The yolk contains valuable nutrients, including nearly half of the egg's protein and an important compound called choline. Choline helps support healthy fat metabolism and assists the liver in processing fats and cholesterol efficiently. It also contributes to protecting the brain and supporting healthy cellular function as we age. Egg yolks provide another important benefit. They are rich in lutein, a nutrient associated with protecting vision and lowering the risk of age-related eye conditions such as macular degeneration and cataracts. A simple breakfast of 2 or 3 eggs cooked in extra virgin olive oil alongside leafy greens and tomatoes provides a powerful combination of nutrients that support multiple defense systems throughout the body. Next, let's talk about berries. Blueberries and raspberries are particularly impressive, although most deeply colored berries provide similar advantages. These fruits are loaded with polyphenols, naturally occurring plant compounds known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Many of these compounds also have anti-angiogenic effects, meaning they can interfere with the development of blood vessels that fat tissue relies on for growth and survival. That's important because visceral fat isn't passive. It actively creates its own blood supply to sustain itself. By helping disrupt this process, certain foods may make it harder for excess fat tissue to thrive. Raspberries deserve special attention because they're packed with fiber. A single cup contains around 8 grams. That fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria, strengthening the microbiome and supporting healthier metabolism. A healthier gut environment has been linked to improved fat processing, reduced inflammation, and better overall metabolic health. Studies have also shown that individuals who consume more fruits and vegetables tend to carry lower levels of visceral fat. Adding a handful of berries to oatmeal, yogurt, or simply enjoying them by themselves is one of the easiest upgrades you can make to your morning routine. Another excellent breakfast choice is oats. Oats contain a unique soluble fiber known as beta-glucan. When consumed, beta-glucan forms a gel-like substance inside the digestive tract. This helps slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, reducing blood sugar spikes that can encourage fat storage. At the same time, it serves as food for beneficial gut bacteria, strengthening the microbiome. Research suggests that increasing daily soluble fiber intake can contribute to meaningful reductions in abdominal fat over time. However, not all oatmeal products provide the same benefits. Many flavored instant packets contain significant amounts of added sugar, which can work against your goals. Instead, choose steel-cut or traditional rolled oats. Adding cinnamon can provide extra support for healthy blood sugar control. A bowl of minimally processed oats sends a message to your body that promotes stability, satiety, and healthier fat metabolism. Food number 4 is plain Greek yogurt. The key word here is plain. Many flavored yogurts contain large amounts of added sugar. Authentic Greek yogurt provides between 15 and 20 grams of protein per serving, making it an excellent partner to eggs for reaching your daily protein goals. Greek yogurt also supplies beneficial probiotics, live microorganisms that support a healthy gut microbiome. Since the microbiome influences inflammation, metabolism, and appetite regulation, nurturing it can have wide-ranging benefits for overall health. In addition, Greek yogurt offers calcium and often vitamin D, both of which are essential for maintaining strong bones as we age. Try pairing plain Greek yogurt with berries, chia seeds, or a small amount of honey for natural sweetness. That simple combination can support several of the body's defense systems at the same time. Next are chia seeds. Despite their tiny size, they deliver an impressive nutritional punch. One reason chia seeds are so effective is their ability to absorb large amounts of liquid. When mixed with water or milk, they form a gel-like consistency that expands in the stomach and helps promote fullness. Many people struggle with overeating not because of poor discipline, but because they don't feel satisfied after eating. Chia seeds can help address that naturally. They're also rich in ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid associated with lower levels of inflammation. Since chronic inflammation contributes to visceral fat accumulation, reducing it can support healthier body composition. Chia seeds are also loaded with fiber, helping nourish beneficial gut bacteria and maintain steady blood sugar levels throughout the morning. One easy option is overnight chia pudding. Simply combine 3 tablespoons of chia seeds with a cup of milk. Place it in the refrigerator overnight and top it with berries and walnuts the next morning. It's quick, convenient, and requires virtually no effort. The sixth breakfast food is one I personally include regularly: extra virgin olive oil. Among all longevity promoting foods, extra virgin olive oil stands out as one of the most thoroughly researched. It contains a natural compound called oleocanthal, which exhibits anti inflammatory properties similar to those observed with certain medications. Unlike medication, however, olive oil also delivers a wide range of beneficial nutrients and plant compounds. Its polyphenols help support healthy angiogenesis, reducing the excessive blood vessel growth that can support unwanted fat tissue and abnormal cell development. In this way, extra virgin olive oil becomes a powerful ally in supporting the body's natural defense systems while promoting healthier aging.